some kind of mid-level underground area, eh?
Right, how can hell, and especially the bottomless pit, how can something in the earth be bottomless when we know that if you keep going, you'll end up in China? I mean, I don't know if that's real, you know how it is. Keep digging and you're going to go to China?
Yeah.
There's an ending eventually.
Yeah.
No, he's cast into space.
So where?
Space is the bottomless pit.
Oh, space is the bottomless pit. Okay.
Yeah.
Does it occupy the same space as Earth, or is it out there?
Well, we understand our own little solar system. I'm very happy to stay in my own solar system. I don't know what's going on in the rest of space.
Yeah.
You know, the Lord hasn't revealed that to me. Most of us can't even handle our own solar system. But I'll tell you what, these aliens that are coming to Earth aren't from anywhere else but Earth.
And are these part of the third of the angels that fell with Lucifer?
Okay, there was two. Okay, let's talk about the rebellions, because there's two different rebellions. There's Lucifer's rebellion, where he deceived one-third of the angels into rebelling with him, and I told you they lost their looks as part of their judgment. And then there was the rebellion of the Watchers, and this is the Anunnaki. This is the sons of Anak. This is the Nephilim. These are the giants. And they came down. Their job was to be watchers of the earth, watchers over God's creation after He created Earth. And what happened was, as people, men started procreating, beautiful women were born, and these angels started lusting after these women. So 200 of them met on Mount Hermon, which is a mountain that's 9,000 square feet high, and it's on the border of Syria and Lebanon.
Where did you get the number 200 from?
200, it's in Enoch.
Okay.
You can read Enoch starting with chapter 6.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
And, in fact, I can read it.
Okay, I'd like to have that. Yeah.
Okay, I'll start with verse 1, Enoch 6:1.
Okay.
And it came to pass when the children of men had multiplied that in those days were born unto them beautiful and comely daughters. Verse 2, and the angels, the children of the heaven, saw and lusted after them, and said one to one another, Come, let us choose us wives from among the children of men, and beget us children. And Semjazah, which is one of the leaders, said unto them, and he made a deal. I'm not going to read all of it because you can go on to the rest of the verses. But what he did was he was with 200 of his fellow chiefs, ranking officers.
Okay.
They all made a deal that they would all do this thing. So, one didn't say, okay, we're all going to do it, and then they chicken out, and then the ones doing get in trouble. So they knew they were going to get in trouble.
Yeah.
But they figured, well, if we're going to do it, we're all going to be bound to this thing together. Okay, so 200 of them decided they were going to leave their domain in heaven, Jude 1:6. They left their original domain and come to earth. What they did was started interbreeding with human women. Now, once they got in trouble, eventually the real angels of God went back to God and complained. These same 200 angels went to Enoch and tried to use Enoch as a mediator between them and God, to plead mercy on them. And God said no. God judged them harshly, confined them to judgment. But the thing of it is, just because those angels, and there was tens of thousands of them that followed their 200 ranking officers, because each of these officers was in charge of, legions of tens of thousands of angels underneath them.
Yeah.
In Genesis 6:4, it says they fell before the flood, and they fell after. Because where did Goliath come from? Where did Numbers 13:3 come? 13:33 come from? Being the sons of Anak and the giants that the Israelites had to fight.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
They always fell. And to this day, angels can fall. They're all created with free will.
So you're saying that the demons have a free will? Or
demons are spirits. I mean, they're the spirits of dead Nephilim, the dead hybrids.
Oh, dead hybrids.
These things are aliens. They're fallen angels.
Okay.
Yeah, they're distinct. And you know what? If you read Enoch in chapter 10 and 9, if you keep reading through Enoch, he will explain what the demons are. Most people, the church has thrown out the book of Enoch. And you have to wonder, why didn't Enoch make the original canon? And when you look at last days prophecies, you understand full well why they left Enoch out.
Because it told the truth of what's coming.
Yeah, it revealed their plan, their agenda of what was coming. And even back then, Satan was covering it up. He had his hand exactly in what was being left out and what was being left out of being taught in the churches. Because the churches went back to Genesis 6:2 and said the sons of God meant the sons of Seth. They were the sons of men.
Yeah.
But now Enoch says in Enoch 6:2, he calls them children of heaven. No, children of heaven, sons of God, they're angels.
Well, it is coincident. Both of them are 6:1 and 2.
Yeah, and same thing, 6:2. In Jude 1:6, tells you they left their first domain. So that can't be humans. That's angels.
Yeah. Okay, so you're saying then that aliens are abducting people, but there is a deception coming on the earth, and that deception is that they're there are no aliens? Is that which is it? That there are or not aliens coming to?
Well, the big deception is going to be is that they're our creators and our forefathers. Mm-hmm. They created us.
Yeah.
And now they're coming back, and then they're going to help mankind because by then we're in a big mess. We're in famines and wars and almost destroyed.
Yeah, and they're going to help us.
Yeah, and they're going to come back with the Nasera agenda through Sananda and Saint Germain. I don't know how much information you have about this.
It's all new to me. That's why we have you on the show, Sherry.
Nasera is the political agenda of the Antichrist. It's his political platform. Mm-hmm. And it stands for the National Economic Security and Reformation Act.
Okay.
And what this is the peace and prosperity platform that he's going to come in on, that the world is going to, supposedly all gloat for and just fall for. And you know what? If you tell somebody you can become a millionaire, just get this chip, you know what? They're going to be pretty busy.
Yeah.
So many people are going to fall for that.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's almost like a communism, but in dreamland there, where everybody's rich all at once.
We've had numerous people on here, including Al Cuppet and Benjamin Brook, that say that there is a nuclear exchange coming in the future. Is that any part of what you're be saying tonight?
Well, you have to understand that Revelation 17 is also the same beast as the beast of Revelation 13, 1 to 10. They're one and the same beast. Okay?
Okay.
In Revelation 1:10 introduces you to the Antichrist. And the Antichrist, it'll tell you it has 7 heads, 10 horns, there's a description there. If you look in chapter 17, it tells you exactly the same beast, 7 heads, 10 horns, riding on the back of the scarlet beast, which is religion. Okay, and right now the whole New World Order platform is riding on the back of the Talmud. And who's pushing the Talmud in the New World Order? The Vatican. But the Vatican itself is not the beast, it's Babylon. And who's Babylon? United States. And what's going to happen is the Antichrist war on the saints is one of the first things he does when he arrives. He begins his war on the saints.
Or when he's revealed.
When he arrives.
Okay.
Because obviously, this guy comes, arriving with UFOs.
Yeah. So, is he going to be there to rescue Earth from destroying itself, or is he going to create a destruction?
Well, he's going to do both. I mean, their big plan was to create this big nuclear exchange on the Korean Peninsula, and then bring him in after that. That's why they were going after South Korea and North Korea, trying to get a nuclear war over there. It was the Illuminati's plan to have a huge nuclear confrontation on the Korean Peninsula, and then bring him in as God. Because this is all planned. This isn't something that's going to happen spontaneously. They've got a microphone on the space station that will be used to announce that he is the coming Messiah.
Wow.
The real God doesn't need a microphone.
No, I wouldn't think so. No.
He doesn't need a gramophone.
No, I don't think so.
And this is all revealed in the Blue Beam Project. That's on my website at thewatcherfiles.com.
Okay.
Blue Beam Project.
All right.
And, I looked at that in the Bible code. Sure enough, it's all there.
Okay.
It's, one of the cards they're going to play.
Okay.
But the thing is, when he comes in with all of these UFOs, they're going to say that they're his angelic host. Mm-hmm. They're not going to say they're fallen angels or demons.
Okay.
These people can shapeshift.
Okay.
They're going to shapeshift into looking, decent-looking beings.
Okay.
And, he's going to arrive. He's going to arrive in Jerusalem. He's got the space station thing going where they're announcing he's the Messiah. You got the TV Hollywood production theatrics going. And when I looked in the Bible codes, one of the things that always cracked me up was seeing the term crane.
All right.
It's like, what's a crane? What, are they going to drop him down the stage or something?
Okay. All right, everybody. You are listening to Sherry Shriner. Sherry, we'll bring you right back after the break.
Okay.
And when Sherry comes back, we're going to ask her, does the government have high-tech weapons that they're prepared to use against citizens? We'll talk more on alien abductions. We'll talk about underground bases. We are going to ask Sherry a number of questions. You stay tuned to the Edge Radio broadcast, and this broadcast will be posted on the internet worldwide without commercials. And so you'll be able to download it and tape it, whatever you want to do. My name is Daniel Ott. Every week you can expect the best of guests, the highest quality, the most researched and educated, people that know what they're talking about. My friends, you need to listen. Take notes and take numbers. This is the Edge Radio broadcast. We'll be right back after this break. You stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. As Chris Moore, our producer, says, this show is so hot. This show is so hot, your radio just may catch on fire.